Hey, welcome back. This is Shop Adventure 10. That's a milestone around here. The next milestone we hope to hit will be number 100. Okay, I'm Lance, and that's Patrick back behind the camera there. This week our topic was going to be, and kind of still is, but let me just share a little bit. I get ahead of myself. We got in the little maple wood table to build the little, our now famous and infamous conversation around here, the micro drill press that's painted in the German machine green. We thought we were all done already. In this video we're going to show you that we got it all laid out. Pat's got the controller panel. He's got all the electronics ready to be put together. That's going to help handle the foot controller and this veritable speed controls and all this kind of stuff. And we're looking at this machine, and in this video that you saw this week, if you did, we finally blued a few parts. So those are some of those parts that we blued were for the little micro drill press. So what we realized was there's that little aluminum part. There's a problem. We're going to machine it, and we take it out to our big boy CNC mill to solve the problem. And then we hear a knock at the door, and it's reality when we find out that, well, you watch the video and you'll see exactly what we ran into. We solved it though. Don't worry. We're moving forward. We're getting back to laying out all those pieces. Finally mounting all the parts rather to the micro drill press base, and the next thing we should be able to do with that is get it all built and share it with you running. So come on along and enjoy this video. Thank you. Hey, hi, welcome back. Okay, now in this little lesson over here I want to share something that you're going to see as we're doing all our assembly work out in the workshop. Right now we're in the machine shop, by the way, and what you're looking at here is one of the machines we've done. This is a TAG little mini lathe with Delron centers. And what we do is we polish. This is only made to polish. That's all that she does. She has a foot pedal. She has a veritable speed motor, a drive motor here. And she's mounted on a 12 by 18 inch wood table. These are actually kitchen certified cutting boards. We picked them for a couple of reasons. First of all, a machinery we have is pretty much this size, 12 by 18. Also, instead of mounting handles, which we're used to doing on little workstation platforms, we got the groove kind here. The reason we did that is they can be sitting side by side. It's just a little bit easier, and besides that way I don't have to mount some handles. Because here's what we're going to share. Every time we buy a used machine, a vintage machine in an auction, or acquire it in some fashion or another, they're always missing these rubber feet, just forever. One will break off, one snaps off, the next thing you know they just snap off the other 3 or 5 if there's 6, and when we get it, it has nothing. Sometimes they just get brittle and they rot off, I'll be honest, because some of these machines date back 100 years. Okay, these are our hard rubber feet. They have a metal insert. They're going to be, in this case we're going to mount, in this case we've bought an additional board. And before I get to the board, let me show you where these feet go exactly on this table. And they're going to go on our new table that we've just bought. It doesn't have any feet yet, still wrapped in our beautiful new plastic. Here, let's show you on this one, because these are portable. You can take them from workstation to workstation. So here's one. Here's how we do it. We just measure in a little bit. The feet that are on this table here, they're going to be the exact same distances from the edges on that table there. And what that little table on the behind me is going to be is that's for our micro drill press. You know that machine we painted with the powder coat that's bright, kind of like a brightish kind of green? That's that German machine green. That's going to be mounted on this tabletop after this tabletop gets its feet mounted to it. But never want to do is mount these feet with their screws directly to the wood without pre-drilling. If you don't pre-drill these holes, you might as well like making a hand grenade. It's likely to just split. So I'll save you that little experiment that we've already had around here. And that's how we're going to do it today. So thank you. Hey, hi. Okay. Well, I've been out in the shop and been working on the mounting board, putting the feet on for the micro drill press, the German one here, the green. And, you know, remember we do the polishing, the inspection of all the parts. You know, I'm looking at this a little bit and I'm recognizing something's not right. So let me set that down over there. I couldn't miss it with that big magnifying glass. But see, what we do is, you know, this is the spindle lever for the drill press. You know, and so there's this little part here, and I'm going to show it really closely so you can understand. We were cleaning them and inspecting, and we realized that the that we could, you know, this isn't the original part. Obviously, it kind of looks like something that might have been filed by hand, and I would accept that in a machine that's 100 years old. But you know, I see this kind of behavior in today's machines as we work on fixing them. People just do what they're going to do. And anyway, I pointed out to Pat, we've gone over it. Pat's going to take over from here. And I know he wants to program a new one to run on a little CNC machine out in the machine shop. We'll just make us a new one of these little lever actuator things. And he'll tell you which material we're going to use and how we're going to do it. And then we'll get back on track. And I think we can start laying this out on the board and get this machine all mounted down and ready to spin, shall we? All right. As promised just a minute ago, Patrick's going to go ahead and explain about what we're going to do about machining a new part for that micro drill press, as we mentioned.
Okay, hi there. First of all, okay, let me show you where the part goes on a micro drill press. Okay, here's the part Lance was talking about. And where this goes, it gets fastened in the slot right here. And then this is the hand lever. And the other end fastens just like this. If I can get it in, okay? Okay, and this attaches to the spindle, okay? And this is what controls, this is where you control the up and down movement of the spindle. So as you can see, you know, this part's very, you know, very visual. It's right on top. It's very obvious. So, and that's one of the reasons why we want to replace this, because visually it's just unattractive, but not just visually. Because we could pretty it up. We could block in it. We could do some things to it. But the main problem is it's shoddy workmanship. The other thing is the material it's made in. You know, this is made in aluminum, and all the other parts are made in steel. So we just don't think it's the right material. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of 3/16 stainless steel. So just big enough to hold the part, just like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to design this part. It's probably going to be the simplest part I've ever designed, but I'm going to model it up in SolidWorks, and then I'm going to write the G code using our SolidCAM package. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to go out to the machine shop, and we're going to mill it on our little tiny CNC milling machine. So let's get started.
Okay, well, the other day I took one of these to Pat. Pat and I actually went over it together. This is that little lever part that's made of aluminum for the German green micro drill press, the 100-year-old one. And we were going to make a nice one out of steel. So, you know, I'm busy working around here. I go back to my desk and voila, what do I get? Oh boy, I mean, I'm pretty good at finishing things, but this is what he left me. I mean, that's as far as he got, and I guess he thinks I'm just going to go ahead and finish it in the finishing area. So we'll have to get to the bottom of that right now. Let's see what's happening. Okay, as you just saw in the video, now it's starting to make sense. Sometimes we don't live in the real world around here. I try to pretend that we got a big boy CNC machine. In fact, we don't. So when Pat programmed the part, and you just saw in the video, that's as far as he could get with 316 stainless steel. It just can't do it. You know, we've machined grade 2 titanium. We tried grade 5 because that's the part we really wanted. We couldn't do it. Grade 2 is just a household commercial soft titanium. It's very easy to machine. I mean, as far as titaniums go now, it's like cleared away. Okay, so he did go back and get a piece of material. This is 303 stainless steel. This is called easy to machine. That little tag CNC mill, that she can do it. See, I'm gonna rotate this here and just show you. It's got its little tab still. This is what he left me on my desk after all said and done. I got 3 little tabs to cut off. And I got to finish it, and let's see how good of a finishing job I can put on this baby, shall we? Thank you. Hey, we hope you enjoyed this week's video, and please don't hesitate to subscribe. And did you know, we really do value getting those comments. We love to answer any question you may have for us. Thank you.